Hey everybody, how's it going out there this evening? Thought I'd do a very quick, and I mean quick video this time. When I did that cigar video for Appalachian Axeman the other day, I had this cigar. This is that LFD ORO La Flor Dominica, and everything I've read online about it, talking about how great of a cigar it was. This is the Maduro. I think, if I remember right, they make a Maduro and a natural in the wrapper on those. And so this is the Maduro. It's about and I forgot to look it up. I even didn't remember it in the video the other day. It's either a 52 or 54 ring gauge. A little bit larger than I like normally, but that's all right. I'll go up to 54. Not a lot all the time, every now and then. And then when I went into the cigar store, a lady was helping me in there. She was really talking them up about how great they were, fantastic. So I thought, oh, you know what, try one. You never know. And it's, again, I relate this kind of like pipe tobacco. I'm gonna like one that somebody else is gonna hate. Somebody's gonna hate one that, or really love one that I can't stand, and you know, etc., etc. So, so far, as you can see, I just lit it up maybe 10 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago. Pretty good so far. Now again, I'm just barely getting into it, so I'll try to, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to try to stop this video and then come back to it a little bit later and maybe update you when I get halfway through or so. All the way through, I don't know, see how it is, see how I like it. But so far, it's starting out pretty good. So, but there's a lot of the LFDs I like anyway, so I didn't expect it to be bad, but you know what? You never know. There are some lines of cigars that, boy, I like them. I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, and then I try this one, it's like, whoa, that one's no good. And it's not necessarily that it's no good, it's just not for me, maybe. And then typically I like to, if I find one like that, I still like to smoke at least 3 of them, just to make sure that, you know, maybe I'll let it sit in my humidor for another, you know, 6-8 weeks or something like that. And then if I still don't like it, maybe let it sit in there for another 2 or 3, 4, 5 months and then try it. And sometimes you never know. So anyway, that's it for right now. I'm gonna shut this video off. We'll come back a little bit later. But starting out, it's pretty good. Got a really good, a lot of smoke. I like a lot of, it's got a good smoke amount on it, good smoke, what I would call a mouth feel to it. Pretty good. So anyway, I'll update you guys later. I'm gonna try to do installment number 2. You can see I'm probably maybe just a little over halfway done with this. Now it's burning pretty even. It's not perfect, but that's pretty even for me. Good white ash been falling off in about inch and a half chunks, which is acceptable for me. Again, I'm no cigar aficionado. I just, as I've said before, I know what I like. Other than this being just a little bit large, as far as the ring gauge, from what I like, it's a pretty good cigar. Is it the cigar to end all cigars like these people were talking up in the cigar shop? I don't believe so. I've had some that I like better, but yeah, this is a good cigar. I don't think, for me, I don't think this is one I would go buy a box of. But I would maybe have, you know, well, change that. I was going to say I may have like a 5-pack, but I think these may come in like 5 per box. And their special little box, they have 5 of these tubes, I think. So I might like to try the natural, just so I can compare the two, see if I like one better than the other. But I do like this. This is a pretty good cigar. So I get about, again, I'm about halfway through, maybe a little over halfway through. I'm getting a little bit of that nicotine, and so with nothing overwhelming. Not, I mean, I'll be able to smoke this whole thing, and you know, I really won't need any corrective measures, as I would say. If you ever, by the way, if you ever start to get really heavy nicotine, whether it's from pipe tobacco, cigars, where you're on the verge of like, oh, this may not be good, you know, I may start to turn green or something, a quick cure that works for me: sugar. I'll take, you know, a couple teaspoons of sugar. A lot of times I like to keep sugar cubes. I can put a bunch of them in a Ziploc bag. That way I can have them out with me. A lot easier to carry around than sugar. I guess I could carry sugar packets. That would probably work as well. But next time I go in a restaurant, just empty them all into my pocket or something like that out of a little container. But or something very sweet candy, you know, like maybe a dark chocolate or something like that. That really helps bring things back, for me, brings my system back to normal as I can be. You probably know I'm not very normal already. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on this LFD ORO. Thought I better come back before I finish it, and while I still have a little bit of light out here. Very nice evening here, and coming to you from South Central Tulsa. So we're probably at about 70, we're a little warm, maybe 75 degrees right now. Hardly any wind, few clouds. They say we may have some rain coming in. A couple hours ago when I looked at the radar, there were clouds down. They were clear down by Fort Worth, but typically it seems like once they cross the border, they'll hit I-44 and follow Oklahoma City straight up to Tulsa. So whenever we hear of like Oklahoma City, Norman, you know, all those places, Moore, Oklahoma, all those guys getting the tornadoes, typically they're going to follow I-44 almost always straight up to Tulsa. So anyway, I don't know why I threw that in there, but talking about the weather, isn't that what we do? So anyway, just my first thoughts on, and again, this is my very first cigar. I try not to make buying decisions. I have, and I think I've mentioned this before, I have made a buying decision off of after smoking one cigar. I thought, man, that's great, so I went and bought a box. That was a mistake, because after I smoked several of them, it turns out I didn't like them so well. So anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. It'll be a short video, be a 6-7 minute video. I'm going to cut it off here. I'll let you guys go. Hey, thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll catch y'all next time.